talk about virtual memory management schemes. Comes under Module 4 as a Session 1, part of the operating system course. Here, the presentation milestones for the virtual memory management concepts. We'll see the background, which is related to paging memory management scheme. After segmentation, we discuss. Followed by the demand paging. The demanded pages only can bring into the memory, unnecessary bringing all other pages which may currently not needed. Copy on write concepts going to be discussed, that pages which are shared by both the parent and child or to process such page we can create copy and write concept with a fork and execute system calls. Page replacement algorithm subsequently going to be discussed. So when demanded page we brought into the memory, the older pages we need to be removed, so that page replacement algorithms are there. Maybe a first in first out, least recently used, optimal pages. So like several page replacement algorithms are there, so we can discuss those. Followed by allocation of the frames, so that memory will be divided into frames. So those frames will be allocated to the pages, which is the process will be divided into pages. So let me see in detail about the background or need of this virtual memory concept. Code need to be in a memory to execute. This is 100% true, right? Which code? Entire program or part of the program? If entire program, so then conventional memory management schemes, that partitioning, segmentation, paging may be enough. Rather keeping entire program, we have to keep we keep only the necessary pages which are currently need for execution. In such case, but entire program really employed. The other part of the program called error code, unusual routines, large data structures, right? For example, take the quadratic equations, roots of the quadratic equation. In that case, we have error, display routines, display roots, complex conjugate roots, real roots, like that. At a given instant of time, all three the partition or piece of code may not essential, right? So similarly here, only the needed code or essential code we can keep in the memory, other one we have to keep it aside, right? So that is a demand in pages. Entire program code not needed at the same time. Consider ability to execute a partially loaded program. So program no longer constrained by limits of physical memory. So no longer limit to the physical memory. That programmer never think that there is a small amount of memory, physical memory. So there need to be worry about only their program development, not the physical memory availability. So each program takes less memory while running more program run at the same time, right? So that large program is there, so user do not worry about the memory availability. He can bring any larger program, it can run that more program at the same time. Increased CPU utilization throughout with no increase in response or turnaround time, right? So that response time or turnaround time, that will be increased that. So less IO needed to uh, load or swap program into memory, each user programs runs faster. Continuation of this background, and you can say the essence of the virtual memory. Virtual memory, it is a separation of user logical address to physical address. It separates the or release the equivalent logical address or equivalent physical address for the corresponding logical address. So that is a virtual memory effort. Only part of the program needs to be in the memory for execution, not the entire program. So logical address space can therefore be much larger than the physical address space. So the small amount of physical memory going to be the magnify with the logical address. User think that there is a huge amount of memory is available because system never expect the entire program in a given instant of time. This we can exploit. Partition the program into several pages, call the pages which are currently necessary. So all other unnecessary pages will be disallowed. What will happen? So entire physical memory will be potentially can make use here. Allow address space to be shared by several processes. Allow for more efficient process creation. The programs running concurrently here. There is a less I/O needed to load or swap process. Address space, especially virtual address, logical view of how process is stored in a memory. Usually start at 0 address, contiguous addresses until end of the space. Meanwhile, physical memory organized in a page frames. That is a physical memory organized into page frames. That process will be organized into pages. So main memory management unit must map logical to physical addresses. Virtual memory can be implemented via demand paging and demand segmentation. So far we discussed the segmentation paging. The improved version of that is called demand paging and demand segmentation. Rather calling all the pages, no use. Rather calling all the segment, no use. Only currently which page is demanded, only those pages we can call it. Other undemanded pages will be remain in the respective places. So that is a potentiality of here virtual address, that physical memory is small. The demand paging, due to the cater the need of demand paging, we can glow off this physical memory into larger space, as user think that there is a large memory available for us. So because the entire program is not necessary to keep there, only the portion of the program which is currently going to be executed, only those portion we can put in the memory. So obviously the virtual memory will helps to zoom out the small physical memory. Virtual memory that is larger than the physical memory. So when small physical memory is available, then provide a extremely large virtual memory for the programmer. If so, programmer will not worry about availability of the physical memory. So that is not a worry in this programmer list. Consider the logical memory, that is a virtual memory, will be the process will be partitioned into pages, page 0, page 1, page 2, n number of pages will be there. Similarly, this is going to be put that is a page table, that is a memory map unit. Part of the memory map unit will be have that page correspondence. So that page table, so page 0 and which frame, page 1 and which frame of the main memory. So like that we can going to be place in the physical memory. So this is going to be a backing store, so will be put there. So that why virtual memory looks larger compared to the physical memory. So address space, here you can see there is a code is there and the data is there, heap is there, and the other side will be stack will be there. So heap grows upward, stack grows downwards. So in between there could be hole will be created, free space will be created. So that will be going to be heap, that data's heap, and that stack related will be downwards. So usually the design a logical address space for stack to start at maximum logical address and grow down while heap grows up, right? So the stack grows down and heap grows up. Maximize the address space use. So unused address space between in a two, that is a stack and heap, is a hole. So no physical memory needed until heap or stack grows to given new page. No physical memory essential to until a heap or stack grows to new page. Enables sparse address space with the holes, that is a sparse address space with the holes left for growth. Dynamically linked libraries, etc. So system libraries shared via mapping to via virtual address space. Shared memory by mapping pages read and write into virtual address space. Read write into virtual space. So pages can be shared during a fork system call. Pages can be shared during fork system call, speeding process creation. So shared library using virtual memory. So we have that heap grows upward and stack grows downwards. So there we have free space that called the shared library will be located. That we have seen that growing of upward and downward of the stack as well as the heap between hole is created. There is a library space, sorry, shared library. So this shared library will be shared by the several process. For example, child and parent process will be shared these pages. So that using a virtual memory is a benefit for that. Coming to that demand paging, which is going to be replaced the or improved version of the paging concept what we discussed in the previous session. So could bring entire process into memory at a logical load time, at a load time, sorry, could bring an entire process into memory at a load time. So or bring page into memory only when it is essential, when it is demand. So less IO needed, no necessary IO, memory less, faster response, right, due to calling of only essential pages which are needed, more users available, allowed, similar to paging system with swapping. So program A, there is a memory and there is a program B will be there. So this will be swapped out when these pages are not needed now. We can swap it out into backing store. So where 4, 5, 6, 7 those pages will be there. Similar pages system with the swapping. So that other pages 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, sorry, okay, 17, 18, 19 we can swap in. So that swap in and swap out will be happening. That is only the demanded pages will come. Page is needed, that is a reference to it. And invalid reference that we can abort. Invalid reference we can abort. Not in memory, bring to memory. So abort not in memory, then bring to memory, the pages are valid. Lazy swapper, what we discussed in the previous session, without virtual memory or without demand paging, so that simply swap the pages, so that we can call it a lazy swapper. Never swaps a page into memory unless page will be needed. So that it is not a need based lazy swapper, so where the demand paging is a need based. So swapper that deals with the pages is a pager. Concept of demand paging: with the swapping, pager guesses which pages will be used before swapping out again. So instead, pager brings it only those pages into memory. So how to determine that set of pages? So need to new memory management functionality to implement a demand paging. If pages needed are already memory resident, then no difference from non-demand paging. So the pages which are interested by CPU, so those pages are if available, then demand paging may not required. So normal paging is enough. If pages needed and not available in the memory resident, so need to detect and load those such pages from memory to storage, from storage to memory, without changing the program behavior, without programmer needed to change the code, it automatically happen. So invalid pages, valid and invalid pages. So with the is page table entry, valid and invalid bit is there. V is a valid, means it is available in the memory resident. I is a not it is a invalid, so it is not currently available in resident. So here we can have, so here some pages are V and some pages are I. So page table establish the relation between the page and page frames. So here valid there, these pages are valid, means it is available in the resident. Invalid, this is not available, so it may be available in the secondary storage. So initially valid and invalid bits set to I on all L entries. So initially all pages are invalid. Example, page table snapshots here given. So during main memory management address translation, if valid and invalid bit in page table entry I, that is a phase fault. So phase fault means, so no that page available. Currently that page is not available in the resident. So page table when some pages are not in main memory. So here if there is a reference to a page, first reference to that page will trap to operating system. So page fault. If there is a reference to page, first reference to that page will trap to OS, that is a phase fault. In other words, if the new page demand there, if that page is not available in the memory, then that is a phase fault, means those pages, such page we can bring from the secondary memory. So it need certain amount of time, that is a phase fault. So phase fault is a costlier. So OS looks at another table to decide. So invalid reference, that is about just not in a memory. Find free frames. Free frames, let consider logical memory consist of 0 to 7 here, A, B, C, D, H. So here we have the page table entry, that is a 0 is a 4. 0 is a 4 means 0 page and 4 is a phase frame. So that is valid. I will repeat once again. 0 is a page and here phase frame is a 4. So right, 0 is a phase, 4 is a phase frame, means phase frame 4, the location will accommodate the A, right. So since it is valid, so here, so at 4 A will be accommodated in the physical memory. So this is logical memory and this is virtual memory, this is a page table. So page table establishes a relation between pages and page frame. So page 0, phase frame is 4, phase frame is a physical memory, right. So 0, that A, data A is available at phase frame 4. Similarly, that this phase frame will be backing store. It is available in the secondary memory. So similarly you can have 2 is a 6 phase frame. So 2 is a phase number and 6 is a phase frame number. So 6 we can see in the 6 we have C, that is a C data is there in the C. So that is going to be in the backing store, that is C. Similarly we have 5. What is that? 5 is a F data, that phase frame number is 9. So in the 9 we can have what we call F, right? 9 we can have F. So that is we can available in the backing store. So this invalid bit will abort, that is. So only valid bit will be considered to place there. Swap pages into frame via scheduled disk operation. So reset tables into indicates page number in a memory, set valid bit V. So restart the instruction that caused the phase fault. So wherever I is there, that is invalid phase fault. So for that restart the instruction. Steps in handling the phase faults. So for example, load M data, then reference is 1 reference, and that will be I page table. It establishes the relation between pages and phase frame, or virtual memory to logical memory, so logical memory to physical memory, page table. So we have, that is a trap, and that is go to operating system. So that operating system will be pages on the backing store. It will bring, that is from the backing store, then the bring in a missing page. So that phrase frame physical memory. So that will be pointing to the reset page table, right? So finally this restart the instruction when the phase fault occur, wherever it is available we need to be bring that. For this there is a 6 steps we need to be follow. The aspects of demand paging. Extreme case, the start process with no pages in a memory. Operating system sets the instruction point to the first instruction of process, non-memory residence, that is a phase fault, and for every other process pages on a first access, pure demand paging concept will be exercised. In fact, a given instruction could access multiple pages, so there is a multiple pages parts exist. Consider the fetch and decode of instruction, which charge 2 numbers from memory and stores result back to memory. So here pain decreases because of the locality of the reference. So hardware support needed for demand paging. So page table with the valid and invalid bit is clearly should be mentioned. That is shared memory, swap device with the swap space, instruction restart. Performance of demand paging, trap to the operating system, save the user register and process state. So find that interrupt was phase fault. So check that page reference was legal and decide the location of the page on the disk. Issue a read from the disk to free frame. So wait in a queue for such device until a read request is served. Wait for the device seek and or latency time. Begin the transfer of pages to the free frames. While waiting, allocate the CPU to some other users. So receive an interrupt from the disk IO subsystem. Save the register and process state for the other user. Decide that interrupts was from the disk. Correct the page table and other tables. So pages is now in a memory. Wait for CPU to be allocated to this process again. Restore the user register process state, new page table, then resume the interrupted instruction. So performance. So three major activities: service the interrupts. Careful coding means just several hundred instructions needed. Read the page, lots of time is required. So restart the process, again just a small amount of time. So this part is a 0 to 1, that is a p is a probability of the phase parts. Rate will be 0 to in the range of 0 to 1. Phi is equal to 0, no phase parts. P equal to 1, there every reference is a fault, that is 100% phase fault. Effect address access time, effect access time can be computed, that is equal to 1 minus p into memory access. So plus p phase part overhead, so plus swap phase out, plus swap page in. So example you can see, memory access time, let consider 200 nanoseconds. Average phase part service time is equal to 8 millisecond, and here 1 minus p into 200 plus p, so 8 millisecond. So can have 1 minus p into 200 plus p into 8 around 8 lakhs. So 200 plus p into 7 lakhs 99800. If 1 access out 1000 causes the phase part, so then average that is access time, effective access time 8.2 microseconds. This is slowed down by factor of 40, that it wants perform degradation less than 10%. So 220 is greater than 200 plus this 7 lakh 99,000 79 lakhs 99,800 into p, which is 20 is greater than this to p. So that is p is less than 0.000025. So there is less than one phase part in every 40,000, 4 lakhs memory access, 4 lakh memory access. So optimize this swap space IO faster than file system IO, even if the same device. Swap allocated in larger chunks, less management needed than the file system. So copy entire process image to swap space at process load time, then page in and out of swap space, used in some of the older Unix. So this demand paging in a from program binary on disk, but discarded rather than the paging out when the freeing frame, used in some of the Solaris, and still need to write to swap space. Pages not associated with a file like start, stack and heap, so that is a anonymous memory. Pages modified in a memory but not yet written back to file system. In mobile systems typically don't support this swapping, instead that dynamic paging from file system and reclaim read-only pages. Copy and write special feature of demand paging, that copy and write allows both the parent and child process to initially share the same pages in a memory. So if either process modifies the shared pages, only then pages is copied. So that non-shared pages will be copied. Copy and write allows more efficient process creation, as only modify the pages are copied. In general, pages are allocated full of zero fill on demand pages, that generally full of zero fill on demand pages. So full should always have free frames for fast dynamic programming execution. Don't wait to have to free a frame as well as other processing on phase fault. Why zero out phase before allocating it? So we fork with the on fork system call has parent suspended and child using a copy on write address space of parents with the system called call fork and execute. Due to that the shared pages are left and non shared pages with that child going to be modified, so that pages will be copy. Designed to have a child call execute very efficient. So before processing 1 modify the pages we can here. So let's say process 1, process 2, and there is a shared pages in a physical memory. Let's say page A shared by both 1 and 2 process. So similarly page B it is similar to shared by this process 1 and 2. Similarly the page C will be shared by this both the process. So this is before modifying that pages. Let's see the same example. After process 1 modifies the page C, so there is a process 1 and corresponding process 2. In between the shared pages are there. Physical memory, there is a page A will be shared by both, page B shared by both, page C is not shared, it is a page C will be modified, but page 1 process 1 will not modify, so it can have now copy of that page C. Or page process 1 will be modified, process 2 is not modified. In that case process 1 we have a copy only write, that copy of page will be there, it will not bring the entire address of the page C, so that copy of the page C will be there. So what happens if there is a no free frames? Used by the process pages also in demand from kernel, IO buffers, etc. How much to allocate to each them? Page replacement algorithms are there. Find some pages in a memory but not really in use, page it out. So here there is a page free not there, then we have to replace some of the pages which are very old pages, means that is but not really in use right now. The such pages we can remove. Algorithm terminate the swap out replace pages. So performance want an algorithm which will result in minimum number of page parts. So same page be brought into memory several times. So need for page replacement algorithm. So prevent over allocation of memory by modifying the phase part service routine to include the phase replacement. So use modified that is a dirty bit to reduce the overhead of the page transfer. So some pages are modified, so that not a latest page, so that is a old page sometime, so such page we can say dirty page. Only modified pages are written to disk. So page replacement completes the separation between logical memory and physical memory. So large virtual memory can be provided on a smaller physical memory, so user can have that, will enjoy that even small memory. So logical memory for the user 1 we have this pages are 0, 1, 2, 3 and the data are H, J, M, so on that is. So corresponding page table will be there. Here we have frame number going to be that program controller will be program counter will be have it load m in 1, so that will be go to 4, so that is a load m. So load m will be go to the secondary storage. Similarly, the logical memory for user 2, so there is a 1 and there is a valid is a phase frame 6, so that will be there in a backing store, so that pages will be replacement algorithm will be taken place. Basic page replacement: find the location of the desired page on a disk and find a free frames. If there is a free frame, use it, else use a page replacement algorithm to select a victim frames. Write a victim frames to disk if a dirty or modified. Bring the desired page into newly free frames. Update the phase and frame tables. Continue the process by restarting the instruction that is caused the trap. Note: now potentially 2 page transfer up for page part, increasing the effective access time. So page replacement algorithm, you can see that, so there is a physical memory and certain pages are victim, means old page. So such page we can swap out, so we can swap out that into the memory and swap in the fresh page, so that page we can have page frame number and their valid or invalid. So change to invalid, so this page will be brought change into valid, and such frames we can swap in after making that page valid, and that is a victimize old page, we can remove that. In that place we can bring the new page which is essential, so that is a valid. So reset the page table for new page. So swap out the victimized page, that is a old page, swap in the fresh page and place in the physical memory. Corresponding page table we need to be data modified. That page frame victim, this page will become fresh, now it become valid page in the page table. So page and frame replacement algorithm. So the frame allocation algorithm determines the how many frames to give each process, which frames to replace. So there is algorithms want to lowest phase fault rate on both the first access and re-access. So evaluate algorithm by running it on the particular string of memory references. So reference means the reference string, and computing the number of page part on that string. So string is just a page number, not full addresses. So repeated access to the same page does not cause a phase fault. So results depends upon the number of frames available. So in all examples, reference strings reference to be page numbers 0, 1, 2, 0, 3, so on, that is. So this is one example for the reference string. So reference string will be sequence of pages want to demand, that corresponding page numbers are in the demand. For example, first 7th page is demanded, 0th page is demanded, 1 page, 2nd page, 3rd page, that is 0th page again repeated, this page already is there. In that case we can no phase fault. So page number 3 is demanded, so in the previous history you can see no 3rd page will be there, so this is a phase fault. So 0 no phase fault, 4 phase fault, 2 no phase fault because already is there. So already existing pages are demand, no phase fault. If the new phases are demand, so that is a phase fault. Such frames we have to bring from the secondary memory. So in that direction let we see one example, that is page replacement via first in first out algorithm. So here you can consider 3 phase frames, 20 string page references. So in this example 3 phase frames are there, so 20 page page references are given here. So let we see. In that case 20 pages are 1 2 3 in this sequence, so there is a 20 pages are appear. How many page frames? 3 page frames. Page frame 1, page frame 2, page frame 3. So let we start first in first out page replacement algorithm. So first one is a first page demand. So here we can page part, because this kind of page is not available in any page frame, any physical memory. Now it is, this frame is essential because it is in need according to first in first out. So we can accommodate in a page frame 1. So page frame 1, then page part 2. Then similarly, so second page is also not there in a memory, we can welcome that, so that is a phase part. So next 3 is also phase fault, so we can welcome that page also. So 1 2 3. So now all page frames are full, right? Only 3 page frames are there, only 3 pages we can keep at a given instant of time, right? So now 4 page, the page number 4 is demand. So now we cannot have a but it is a phase part, this page is required, but we don't have a space here. So we can remove one of the page. Which one page? That is a old page. Oldest page is a page 1. So oldest page is a page 1. So that page we can remove, that is. So remove that. In that place we can keep 4 2 3, right? 4 is a recently occupied, second is a just old, and 3 is a just the oldest one is a 2, and the just old is 3, right? I will repeat once again. 4 is a phase, it is a phase part, because this page is not there, so we can welcome that. In order to welcome some of the old page, we have to remove from the page frame. So the oldest page frame is a 1, so that we have removed. So next we have second page demand, so that page is already there. Here we can say no phase fault. Then the fifth page is demand, so we can say fifth page is essential, because that such page is not available in memory. So in order to welcome them, we can replace the oldest page, so that is the second page, right? So 4 5 3, right? 4 5 3. So fifth page where we kept, where it is the oldest page was exist, in that location we kept the fifth page. So now due to fifth page demand, there is a phase fault, and the oldest page was 2, which was removed. Now page frames are 4 5 3. So next third page demand, so third page is already there, so no phase fault. So next fourth page is there, so that fourth page is demand, so that is also available. So there is also page fault, so there is also page fault, no page, so no page fault. So due to these 3 and 4 and also 3 and 4 phase fault, no phase fault, because this page is available. So now we can have 2 is not available here, so that is a phase faults. So we need to welcome that page and remove the oldest page. So due to the 3 no phase fault, due to the 4 no phase fault, due to second page demand, so there is a phase fault, we can remove the oldest page is the that we in that place we can put the 2. Next page number 6 come. So page 6 is essential, right? Because no such failed page available here. So we need to replace the oldest page, maybe 4. Okay, 4 we have to replace. In the 4 we can keep that. So 6 5 2. So next 7th page demand. So now the this page is not available, we need to bring that 7th page. So that after bringing, where we have to place in the oldest page place, that is the 5th place. So where that 5th page is there, so then becomes 6 7 2, right? 6 7 2, that is a phase part. So next 8 is also phase part, that page is not available, and remove the oldest page, that may be 2, second page is the oldest page, so we can remove that. 6 7 8, right? Next 7 page is there, so 7th page is already there, no phase part. Next 9th page is there, 9th page is not here, then that is a phase fault. Then we can 9th page we can place in the oldest page, obviously 6th page number 6 we need to be replaced, so there is a oldest page. So 9, 7, 8, right? We can have next 7th page is demand. 7th page is already there, no phase fault. 8th page is demand, that page, such page is there, so no phase fault. So second page is demanding, so that phase fault occur because that second page is not available in that memory. So we need to be bring that and we will replace the oldest page, that is 2. Oldest page we need to be replace the 2, right? So there is a phase fault. And next we can have page number 5th. Page number 5th is a demand, that is a phase fault. So we can replace the page 8, that is a 9 to 5. Next 4th is a demanded. 4th page is not available in the memory, so we need to be replace the oldest page called 9. So 4 to 5. So next 9th page is demanding. Earlier just now we remove that, again the demand is there, so but we need to be accommodated that 9th page, so for which we need to be replace the oldest page called second page. So page second we need to be removed, that is a 4 to 9. So 5th page is a old, so that page we need to be removed, that is. So that is we can count, this is how many phase faults: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 phase faults are there, so we can say obtained phase faults are 14. So these phase frames are 3. Now we can extend this problem with more phase frames, that is a 4 phase frames. In that sense we can have the phase frame 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can have the same 20 page reference, that is string we can consider. So let's consider first page is a phase fault, second page is a phase fault, third page is a phase fault, fourth page is a phase fault. Now the memory become full, so now second page is demand, second page is there. Fifth page is demand, fifth page is not there. We can bring that page, we get replace with the oldest page called 1. So that is a phase fault. Next third page, fourth page, right, second page, so these are all no phase fault. So sixth page is a demand, that is not there, we can bring that and replace the oldest page called second phase fault. Seventh page is the new page, it is in demand, we need to be bring and replace the old page called third page. And next eighth page is a fresh page demand, so we can replace the old page with this fourth page. And similarly 7th page is no demand, no phase fault because already is there. Ninth page is a demand because it is not here, so we can replace with the older page called 5. So similarly 7th page is already there, 8th page is already there, second page is a needed, so we can replace the old page called 6, so that become phase fault. And 5th page is a demand, there is a phase fault, we can bring and replace with the oldest page. And 4th page also need to be bring because not available in the memory. So 9th page is already there, no phase fault, so we can count the phase fault: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 phase faults will be there, so here obtained phase faults are 12. So there is a phase frames are less here, phase faults are more. Phase frames we can increase, phase faults will become less. So maybe from this we can assume phase frames are more, then phase faults will be less. With less phase frames, then more phase faults will be occurrence. So this, from this example we will be feel that more number of phase frames if exist, then phase faults we can reduce. So that is a conclusion. So let we see some more problem in the subsequent discussion. We may make a once for all conclusion. So here we discuss the demand paging, copy and write, page replacement algorithm, and allocation frames. So this we got from the textbook Abraham Silber, Schatz et al. And there is some reference books also there. Thank you for patient listening and interest shown on virtual memory memory management part 1, session 1 of model 4. Thanks to coordinator, moderator and subject expert. Thank you one and all.